Welcome back to another video, everybody, where last week you seen us buy this Scania P410, and if you haven't caught up, here's everything you missed so far. So last week we travelled to Dublin to pick up our Scania P410, a used truck that I bought with the sole intention of buying and selling and hopefully doing a few little small modifications along the way. And once we bought the truck, we came back up to our base camp here in RD and we made a list of parts that I potentially wanted to do and all the other little small jobs that had to be done to get the truck back up to the standard that we wanted to sell it at. So we made a list of parts last week that I really wanted to change on this truck to bring it up to my standard for sale, including a new set of wiper blades, some new side marker indicators, number plates, reg plate holders, tax disc holders, and a few other little bits and pieces. So today we're going to fit all of these to the truck and get it ready for sale. But before we start work, I want to show you what else is going on here at Granddaughter House. So this here is a truck belonging to my friends at Wayne Kelly Logistics, WK Logistics, and the driver of this truck is called Caelan, and Caelan is getting married this week, so the truck is actually in getting wedding prepped. So we have our new apprentice Owen, who started with me there last week. He is valeting the inside of the cab, he is going to valet then the exterior of the cab and hopefully have it ready for Caelan's wedding on Thursday. So if Caelan has got married already by the time this wedding or this video has gone out, we'll put up a picture of him here. Congratulations to Caelan and his wife. But anyway, we have this truck in prep and we'll show you that later on, but we'll go away from the YouTube friendly music. Now for these headlights here, now I've never actually changed these headlights before, but they're a T25. I'm just after discovering there's meant to be 4 bolts like here, or 4 screws should I say, in the headlight, and he screwed them out and then this should all swivel out with a bit of luck. All going to plan anyway, that's what happened. Yeah, that was pretty straightforward. Yeah, so these just swivel out. That's handy. Now, so these, I don't know how this connects to this. So this is going to take a bit of figuring out. Just looks like, what, 1, 2 Phillips head screws. I'll show you here from behind. I don't know if you can see that there. There's a screw there. And another screw just in here. And then there is a bulb on the side of these, so I just have to swap out the bulb for this one into the new one. So let's do that. There you go, that's the old one, all battered up and crusty. And it's a lovely, fresh new one. Is this Scania part as well? Don't see a Scania part number, so this could be spurious, because you can get these spurious as well, but you can get these spurious for like, I don't know, not that dear. But we go for genuine around here, so let's get this fitted. Now, the moment of truth. Can Ian change a lamp without having to have his hand being held? Well, oh yeah, but yeah, it works. Brilliant. Oh, we've gotten a bit sidetracked because the old unit that came out, someone obviously broke the plug that went into the back of this and decided to silicone it in. So, good news and bad news, I'm afraid. But I'm going to get that sorted later on. I have a mobile auto electrician, good friend of mine, Ollie. He's going to call over later on. I was on the phone to McIlvanny's already. They're going to leave out the part from, he's going to collect it and come down and do it tonight. So not the end of the world. So that'll be sorted later on. If you're wondering why that's going to be left there, that's why. So we're going to move on, change the wiper blades. Nothing too mysterious here. They literally just slide out of this little bracket here. So I'm going to replace the 2 of these here now. the next day. We had a bit of technical issues with the corner lamp on this side yesterday. We had our good friend Ollie come up last night and rectify the solution for us, wired in a new genuine Scania plug to the genuine Scania side lights. As we said, we like OEM around here, so we use genuine parts. And today, now this is probably the exciting bit for most of us, we get to actually wash the truck. Now the truck actually isn't too bad. There isn't a whole lot more to do to it. The wiper blades have to go back to Scania as well, so I'm going to get a replacement set on the way to deliver this lorry tonight in Donegal, and we're going to film that the whole way as well. But one product I actually wanted to put in this video is the Garden Gear Ireland pump sprayer, right? And I have been contemplating doing ads forever. Like I don't really take on something unless I actually like it or use it. And the lads at Garden Gear Ireland gave me this about, I don't know, maybe 2 months ago, and a little 5 litre pump sprayer that's continuous sprayer, but I kind of didn't really like it for this application, if you know what I mean, as much as this. So this is a 20 litre pump sprayer. Oh, actually this one isn't the 20 litre, is it? This is like the 16 litre. This is 16 litre pump sprayer. You can get them in 16 and 20 litre in this one. So the reason why I like this, right, is because it's an electric pump sprayer. Now I know there are other companies out there that have like a compressor pump sprayer, but an electric compressor pump sprayer, but I don't know, they kind of roar at it the whole time, whereas this is completely silent. And the reason why I like using stuff like this is because you can use it and it'll just continuously pump. But the reason why I wanted to bring it on board, especially for you guys, why I think it's going to suit you guys is for the lads on the continent and out in the trucks, because a lot of people would know. And a perfect example, Rory Hennessy, shout out to Rory, he is constantly kind of cleaning his lorry in a lay-by or in a garage, doesn't have time to get to a wash. Something like this would suit the likes of Rory perfectly. Or any trucker that's kind of staying out and wants to keep their truck clean, and you'd fit it in the side locker, no problem, it's not that big. And what I use it for putting on the alloy wheel cleaner to the rubber, or the tyre cleaner as I call it, onto the rubber, and it's really nice. And it basically has an extendable lance, comes with a variety of different heads. I'll just turn it on here real quick, see if you can hear it, because it's very, very quiet. I don't know if you can hear this. And it's got a good spray pattern on it. So I have the twin nozzle on the top of this one, and that's what I use to put on the tyre cleaner. But yeah, an excellent product. I'll leave the link down below. I'm trying to get a code for the discount for you guys if you want to buy one. I think it's like 200 quid retail. Maybe it's a bit cheaper than that. I actually better check. I'll put up the price here now, what it is. But the reason why I advertise stuff like this is because I've been using it for a while, and it has a really, really long lithium-ion battery in it. Lasts at least 9 hours, because I had it for the first 6 weeks and never charged it. And it only went dead on me, 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I stuck it on charge again, and have been using it ever since. Now this one comes with a cradle and a buggy and everything like that. I'll insert the pictures and all up over here. And it's grand for dragging around the place. The reason why I don't have it in the cradle or the buggy is because these stones here are just a disaster. It's hard to pull them across, so I'd rather just hold onto it and walk around. I'm not going that far anyway. But we won't be on these stones for much longer. So keep that in the back of your head for another day. But anyway, oh yeah, boy, I love this tool, you know. I've literally been using this for weeks now, and I have other pump sprayers. I've got all the normal ones like the IKs and stuff like that, and I just like this. This is robust. It's taken it's taken a good few falls. It's taken a good few kicks by accident. I stood on this a few times. It's fairly well made. Very, very good. Anyway, so this is what I do, right? I use this. I spray it all over the tyre, and see the double head nozzle. It's excellent for doing truck tyres. You actually, like, with a product like this and kind of like innovation like that, no, sorry, that's a bit leaky, but with innovation like that, it actually ends up saving you more product, which is the aim of the game at Valiant, I suppose, saving products, trying to make as much money out of it as possible. So, there you go. Coat the wheel. Now, I didn't need to do that, I just did it anyway. You know what I mean? So, my process then after for cleaning tyres, fairly straightforward. Spray on your alloy wheel cleaner solution. Start your washer. I got a new washer, by the way, I'll show you that later. Start the washer and then foam up your wheel and then scrub it dub. And the foam, by the way, if anyone's wondering, is Reflect Auto Care Citrus Pre-Wash. See it now, it's lovely and thick. turn that off for a minute. So very straightforward really. Spray the solution on with the Garden Gear oil and pump sprayer. Get yourself a nice Vicam brush and begin scrubbing. Now these tyres are not that bad, okay, so I only did these last week, but when I do this with proper dirty lorries, like, you want to see how brown, how much stuff comes out of the tyres. Another thing actually you could use from Reflect Auto Care is GPXT in the pump sprayer, but I don't know, I find sometimes it goes a bit white as well, so I'd rather use the alloy wheel cleaner on this. So look, that's just fairly straightforward. Then we get our microfiber mist and do the Alcoa hand wash only. Now usually you can use Redox to clean your alloys, but these don't need it, not today anyway. So yeah, and more than likely I'm going to get halfway up to Donegal later on and it's going to bucket down rain. Simply the foam will stop going out. Aha! Look at this for a result. So here's your tyre, absolutely spotless. Back to black, the way it should be. And the Alcoas as well, spotless. So yeah, I use Reflect Auto Care Citrus Pre-Wash to use the foam. I use that all the time. I don't use TFR anymore. I like the Citrus Pre-Wash. It feels like you're doing a safer job just in case, you know. Anyway, so that's how I clean wheels with the Garden Gear oil and pump sprayer. So make sure you go check the lads out. Another Irish company as well, based in Monaghan. Sound lads to deal with. And yeah, like spreading good products to good people. So anyway, that's the crack. But next up on my list, right, after we do all that, is the catwalks. So you can see the colour difference in the catwalks. I use another product called Alley Clean from Reflect Auto Care. It's basically an aluminum brightener. It's acid basically is what it is. And you just put it on and you spread it around and look at the difference. Crazy, isn't it? Now these tanks, you can tell these were polished in the past. They've still got a bit of a shine in them, but when you don't polish tanks for a while after you have polished them, they kind of go like this grey colour, you know, matte grey. They never go back silver, so I'm just going to cover them in acid and get them back silver again, make them bright, make them clean. And yeah, so I'm going to do all this now. I'm going to get this washed because I don't have a lot of time to film this today. I literally have about, what time is it now? I have about another hour to get this done, and then I have to get on the road to Donegal because I have a lift out there at about 7 o'clock. So, time to get stuck in, enjoy the time lapse. So, here's the little P all finished up. I'm going to give you a little walkthrough of everything I did. And, sorry, I'm sweating profusely. I'm trying to leave to go to Donegal and the phone hasn't stopped ringing today. So, it's a good sign, but also very stressful. So, here she is. Obviously got a full valet by ourselves. New number plates. Painted the grills as well because they were kind of gone a bit rusty. Obviously tyre shined everything up. We fitted our gorgeous granddaughter house curtains. I don't mind all that crap in the middle, that's all mine. Lovely, beautiful granddaughter house curtains. The grey and cream. Brighten up all the aluminium on the back, which makes it look a good bit fresher. Also, I don't know if anyone remembers, the tunnel cover was kind of hanging down and a bit ripped, so we fixed that. And then, yeah, new plates. Not a whole pile to do to this lorry because this lorry was already kind of fresh anyway. So there wasn't a whole pile to do to the truck other than a quick clean and a few small bits and the new side lights obviously as well. which took $1 million now, and thanks a million to Ollie to come down and give me a hand. But yeah, there it is. Time to point there for the hills of Donegal. Let's go.